Hey guys, welcome back to Music Talk with John. You're looking at the field I used to play in as a kid. I used to play football out there. A little bit further over to the left, but this is pretty much the general area we come out and run around and be maniacs. So today I'm actually doing a contest entry for Canadian stud muffin Larry Graves.
How's it hanging?
Pretty good, thanks.
Boy, I've had to pee for days. What a relief. Great time to do some weightlifting. Ah! You just reminded me that I gotta pick up a small package.
I think first what Larry wanted me to do is make sure I told you that yes, I listened to this album. So I've listened to this album a lot of times. And actually, Larry, this is actually a very good idea because I put it in perspective of why this album didn't work for me in the beginning. I think I figured it out. So I grew up with Pink Floyd, probably really hit me as a teenager. And momentary lapse of reason, then I worked my way into the wall and made my way all over. So when the Division Bell came out in 94, 95, whatever it was, somewhere in there, I didn't get it. I was excited. It was a Pink Floyd album. I think the last one they had put out was 86 or 7 with Momentary Lapse. And then they had the live one, forgot the name of it, Delicate Sound of Thunder. So big Floyd fan at that point. Division Bell comes out, and I run to the record store. Actually, I was a couple dollars short, borrowed some money from a friend, and got there and found time to listen to it. And then once I got to the album, I didn't get it. I just didn't get it. So this is actually the CD I bought. This is, what was it? Yeah, 94. So this is the CD I bought. I was working at Chase at the time, and got it, listened to it. I did like, the beginning was sort of like Momentary Lapse, where it was like an instrumental, moody kind of intro, cluster one. And then What Do You Want From Me hit me right away. It's like, oh, that's a killer rock, bluesy, in your face song, love it. But the rest of the album just didn't do it for me. Just nothing on there did. And I just kept the CD, put it in because it's part of my Floyd collection, and just really didn't do anything with it. Then probably about, I don't know, a year ago or so, on YouTube, I saw a video. It was Pink Floyd, much smaller, only 2 guys from the original band, Richard Wright. No, actually Dave Mason wasn't even playing in it, now that I think about it. Richard Wright on the keys and Gilmore. And Gilmore starts the song off, I think it's like a nylon string classical guitar. And then during the performance, he flips the guitar to his back and gets on the steel slide guitar and finishes the song. And then he does that whole solo, brings the guitar back around and finishes the song. And it was a song off of Division Bell, and it was the last one here called High Hopes. And it kind of got me going, I'm digging that song. Isn't that from the Division Bell? So I was like, let me give the Division Bell another shot. Started listening to it again, started getting it, and I think what the problem was that I realized when I was younger, I was anticipating that Floyd sound, that whole Floyd deal. Their wall and Momentary Lapse, all that stuff, that feel of Floyd, if you know what I'm talking about. I think what happened is this Division Bell was more, I hate to say it, but more like an adult contemporary album. The songs, yeah, it still has Floyd and Gilmore killing it on guitar and everything, but it was more adult. It wasn't it was a lot different. Momentary Lapse was different also, obviously, without Roger Waters in there. But then we went to this one, and I think that's what it was. I wasn't ready for it. And there was a song that Richard Wright, he wrote. Gilmore wasn't even credited on it. Let's see, I think it's Wearing the Inside Out. Yeah. Uh, that song, I didn't get at all. It's mellow, and I didn't get Richard Wright's voice, I guess. So anyway, I think that's what the problem was. I wasn't expecting this style of a Pink Floyd album. It had the old, there was bits of Pink Floyd remaining, but it was moving into a more adult contemporary area for me, I think. That's my interpretation of it. You might see it differently. But now I'm listening to it going, okay, what do you want from me? Still kicks ass. I still love that song. But when I'm looking here, um, is it Lost for Words? Let's see. Coming Back to Life is one that actually David Gilmour wrote the lyrics on, and they weren't bad. Now, I always say, you've heard me probably say before, Gilmour can't write a lyric to save his life. This one might have saved his life. They're not like great lyrics, but they work. They tell a story, so I'm going to give Gilmour some credit on that one. But Coming Back to Life, and but then there's other songs that stuck out, and I remembered them, afterwards, and going, oh, these are actually good songs. So it was What Do You Want From Me, Take It Back, and Keep Talking. And what was interesting, there's a song on here. So those are the three songs I think stick out the most. But there's a song on here, Lost for Words, and I was listening to it, and there's a part where Gilmour's like, he's talking to somebody about making amends and things like that, and say, let's just forget the past and start over. And the person he's talking to in the song tells him to go F himself. So I was like, is that Roger Waters? Is that a conversation about Roger Waters he's having in this? And he co-wrote the song with somebody else, so he had some influence over the lyrics. So I looked it up, and from a couple sources I saw, Gilmour was actually entertaining the thought. I've researched a couple spots. This is what I read: is Gilmour was actually entertaining the thought of bringing back Roger Waters for this album, and Roger Waters just said, go F yourself. So Gilmour made that a part of the song, and it's called Lost for Words. And he's like, you just nothing. What can you do in the song? He's like, you can't do anything about it. So anyway, I'm gonna cut this short. So now I am really digging the album. So let's get to the long story short. So I held on to my CD for years. I'm glad I did. This is my original 1995 when it first came out, and that led me into purchasing it on vinyl. So there it is on vinyl. They did a good job with it. It is a 2 LP set. Right there. Why is it upside down? There you go. Did they do that on purpose? They did that on purpose. Who knows? Pink Floyd's always messing with people. But very cool. The album sleeves and all that are still here, and all different kinds of artwork on there. So just wanted to share that with you. I know this isn't show and tell time. So anyway, there's the album, Larry. Thanks for the idea. This really kind of made me think about why I didn't get into it. And it always frustrated me because I love Pink Floyd, and for me not to like one of their albums just really irritated me. But I'm growing into this one now, so that's mine. So there you go, Larry. Great idea for the contest, and I'll be seeing you maybe with Glenn and those guys later on. So take care, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.